the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just said, let's get a second and a third option.
Okay, so let me say something. Exactly, how did you know it was stage 4? Because he seems quite confident with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical doctor.
How is it possible to say you have stage 4?
Was it that same Enugu doctor?
Yes.
Is it in your report?
Exactly.
Can you to show the doctor?
I will share.
I'm interested to see.
So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the doctor.
By the time you went there the second time?
Yes.
But what,
just based on seeing you was when you calculated that it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What do you understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it, right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media to answer the question for you. What was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Stage 4, exactly.
Did the doctor just look at you and say, "Oh, this is stage 4"?
She's willing to share the report.
That is what I was
told.
told.
The doctor look at it.
That was what
I was told.
look at
yes, I'm very interested.
Can she look at it?
That's what I was
And
told.
let me ask you, as a lawyer, if someone publicly claims...
It's interesting that you're bringing the same results to me because Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have a...
Is it the same report as the one that was...
Yes, the pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he knows nothing.
Is that the same report?
Yes, it's the same result. It's the same result that is going around social media. And this particular pathologist said he knows nothing about this. And he is based in Asaba, not Enugu.
The pathologist of the report?
Yes, of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
so that's
after?
The first
yes, one? Because yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with
yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba.
So how do you respond to that?
This pathologist stays in Asaba.
Saying that the pathologist that you put in that report, which you claim
that signed this report stays in Asaba. That I know for an absolute fact.
Please, I want to ask again.
Go ahead.
Is this report the same report that we saw last week?
Yes, it is. It's
so
the same
this
one.
report that we saw last week, that Blessing you claim you didn't post on your Instagram page and on your social media page, is the same report that guy,
yes,
the guy
exactly.
that we saw on the video, which unfortunately they have not been able to show us, is the same report he printed. So this is your real report.
So that's the first
What happened to the brother of the girl who claims that this report was forged?
I don't know who the person is.
So it's not a fake report?
No, it's not a fake
But the brother of the girl that you just saw just now says this report is his sister's report.
It's not.
And this doctor stays in Asaba.
So are you saying, and number one, you're saying it's you don't know that man. Number two, you're also saying you didn't post this report
I didn't.
to the guy who just spoke on social media.
Absolutely.
But for some coincidence or some funny reason, the reports tally. The report the guy posted and the report here, they are totally the same. Word for word.
Even this doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
But you are not even saying the oncologist whose name is there.
No, the pathologist.
The pathologist whose name is there said he doesn't
lives in Asaba and he doesn't know anything about this.
So, Blessing, what do you want to say about that?
No, so the way it works is that, you know, in medicine there are different fields, right? So the process for a person that comes with a breast lump, you don't know what it is. So the first stage is to go for imaging. You come back from imaging. Right now, the modality is to do a biopsy, fine needle aspiration biopsy. Even if it comes out benign, you have to take out the lump. You cannot go because you cannot be very sure
from the
yes, because
that is whether she wanted it or not.
That is not your choice, unless you discharge yourself against or you do it against medical advice. It's not likely. You cannot come to me and you said you're not ready unless you're not medically fit. Maybe you're very sick, you're pregnant, you're not medically fit. But it's a if they're thinking it's benign, it's a simple surgery. It's not invasive.
Okay.
It's a day surgery. Some people go home that same day. They do go home that same day.
No, but you see, right now it is they are conflicting. There's already inconsistency. Because on one hand, you are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Blessing, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You are showing her the same report that was displayed last week. Meanwhile, you are saying you're not the one that sent it to that guy.
I have not seen the result that you displayed there.
But
so,
there was a screenshot.
Yes. So like I said,
you have another report.
Everybody says, okay, go for an open auction. So I went to Lutz Cancer Center, to do the same stuff. So they gave me a couple of.
What did they give you?
I did my whole stuff, so they asked me to
What
do
are the
stuff? Because you need to be more.
You have to be very, very specific now, please.
I'm not a medical doctor.
But you can't say that. you can't.
You have an ailment that is
exactly. It's life threatening. You can't say that.
So
yes.
So these are the tests I'm running. So maybe when
running, not that you have run.
No, they just asked me to. So
but by stage 4, shouldn't you have already run those tests?
They didn't ask me to run this, so it is not my fault.
I know, but I'm curious as to how you came to stage 4 conclusion.
That was what I was told.
Without any tests being done.
I mean, this doesn't prove anything, unfortunately, because
what's that report that you have?
It just says it states a series of tests that she should carry out.
If what?
It's just a series of tests, chest X-ray, that we do to confirm metastasis, right? But this is not solid enough because I can enter LASUF right now and write anybody's name and write this series of tests, right?
The result is not out.
This is not a result, exactly. So results will be more, exactly.
So let the result come out. I can now come back and show it to you people.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to ask, because right now, the area is still very grey, and I really think that we need to dig deeper. Because cancer is not a joke by any standard. So I want to ask you.